So there was some kind of announcement yesterday, huh? Something about a generation of Pokemon that it comes after the number 5. Let's talk Gen 6. Let's talk Gen 6 in the comments. So we got the starters that got revealed and stuff, which all look really cool. I like that it's for the 3DS. You know, the battle animations are gonna be sick. It's gonna make this stuff look cool if and when we can figure out how to get it onto the computer for your guys' viewing pleasures and stuff, which is my main concern. You know, that's what I'm worried about right now. But I got a match today. You know, we can talk about Gen 6 and the match at the same time. Against a guy by the name of Chrisbury. I was like really out of material, so I was like, I gotta fight somebody like right the fuck now. Wi-Fi Battle Finder had absolutely nothing for me. I played a couple of games on Tumblr. They all disconnected. Even this game disconnected. This is actually a replay of what happened earlier, and it's God, I don't know what was with my internet today. It was awful, but it was good enough to the point where I could look up the names of the whatchamacallit, the 5th gen legendaries and stuff, because that shit was on Cerebi. So the X dude is named Xerneas, I think, and then the bird, the threatening bird thing is Eveltal, excuse me, that's how you pronounce that shit. But I'm not even talking about the match, am I? Fortunately, there's not much to the match, and there's not much we know about Gen 6 at this time, so it kind of worked out. But to jump back into the match, Brave Bird did look like a 2-hit KO on Donphan, which is why I decided to go for it. In the first time we played this game, his Ice Shard crit killed me on the first go, and that was really unfortunate, just because it kind of sucks. That was my Scarfer, and he does have an Alakazam that I've been fearing to be Sash the entire time, which was a huge problem, that I did lose my Scarfer, you know, right off the bat. I think I have one more Scarfer, but I can't do shit about it while T-Tar's around. I did predict the switch, as a matter of fact, which is why you see me go for the Focus Blast as opposed to, I don't know what the hell else I would have went for. I sure as hell wouldn't have gone for Shadow Ball. HP Fire predicting the T-Tar, no. HP Fire to kill it off, maybe, no. He wouldn't have left it in, because I don't have anything that can set up rocks. I legit just tossed this thing together before I logged on. And my reward for getting the prediction right is missing the first Focus Blast and missing out on the fucking kill. The reason I stayed in right there was because I thought, hey, you know, he's gonna Pursuit Trap me, that kind of shit. And yeah, it turns out that he lives the Focus Blast, and that kind of blows, but I can't really do anything about it. Just gonna go into Mamoswine and finish the job with an Earthquake, if I'm not mistaken. Alakazam is a huge threat that's still, you know, lying in the back of my mind, because everything I do at this point in the game, now that I've lost my Scarfer, is gonna be like devoted to breaking that Zam Sash. Like, Gyarados is not even a concern to me at all, even though it should be, because it takes out like half my team right now for whatever reason. I don't know why I have my Skype thing still on, but I'm gonna go into my Rotom Wash. This is not a physically defensive one. This is that specially defensive one that these kids are using these days, you know, to take on Birdnatus and whatnot, which explains why that Waterfall does a lot. And I probably should have suspected that he had something other than Waterfall. I was like, okay, you know, I should be able to take this thing on, that's cool. And Stone Edge just kills me outright. So if there's anything that I can at least have going for me right now, it's that we got Life Orb and Sandstorm damage racking up kind of slowly, but still whatever. So the best thing I can do right here is go into my Chandelure and try to take him out. I was thinking like what would be the best thing to go for, and I just decided, you know what, my hidden power is fighting. I've got Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. It's better to just go for the Shadow Ball. It doesn't even come close to killing, because I'm a timid Chandelure just designed to get revenge kills. I don't know, I kind of feel like I overestimated Chandelure's special attack at this point, but it's to the point where I can definitely take it out with an Ice Shard, especially after the Life Orb and the Sandstorm. So it's a really straightforward game, whatever. Like I said, Ice Shard killing. And what else did we learn about Gen 6? There's a lot of speculation going on about the other typings of these Mons going on. After what I've been reading on Tumblr and stuff, and just various sources on the internet. You know, the popular one floating around is that the Fire one is going to be Fire Psychic. The Water one is going to be Water Fighting, and then the Grass one is going to be Grass Dark, so you can get like reverse rock, paper, scissors going, and it's actually an even playing field for everything. But honestly, Game Freak has never been the type to make that much sense, so I don't know. As rational as that would seem, just based on the animation of the second attacks that they all do, I don't know if that's actually how it's going to unfold. And right here, just going back to the battle for a second, I thought he was going to switch out, like, straight up to something else, because he did see that I had low sweep, and he should have definitely suspected that I was choice banded from the previous game, but it turns out he stays in, probably, I don't know, maybe expecting the low sweep not to kill. That kind of makes sense there, but I think low sweep actually would have been able to kill, but this is a choice banded one. So he goes into his freaking Togekiss right here just to die to a Mach Punch. Now, this next turn is critically important that I do not get paralyzed, because if I do get paralyzed, I've lost the match right off the bat. So he goes into his Alakazam, which I'm like, okay, this thing is definitely sashed. Thankfully, I do not get paralyzed. And this damage, while it doesn't really seem like a lot, I mean, it is Jolly choice banded, I believe. It's going to put it to the point where Mamoswine can just revenge kill it with an Ice Shard, and we're good to go on that aspect. And then I think all he has left is a Ferrothorn, which is going to die to an Earthquake. So that match was really quick. I had an RU match like shortly after this, and we tried recreating it like fucking 1 or 2 times, I can't remember, but it was better than this, but this is legit all I have today. I was planning on streaming today too, but my internet is on the fritz today, and I have no idea if I'm even going to be able to get this uploaded today, but it's just been kind of spotty, so I do apologize for the quality of this content in advance, but I suppose we can talk about Gen 6 in the comments. So if you got thoughts, opinions, questions, blah blah blah, whatever concerning Gen 6, just shoot that shit in the comment section. 500 characters or less, unless you want to keep going. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you are welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe, and do your thing. For my personal opinions, I will probably be purchasing Pokemon Y, and version Y, not like why am I buying Pokemon. No, I'm going to probably be buying Y, and then I'm probably going to start out with Fennekin, in case you haven't noticed my icon yet. But that's a thing, and that's that. So, oh god, this video is really short, only like 7 minutes. Shit. At least I get to go record TCGO after this. So, yeah, bye.